People really believe there's a ghost. I'm not the only one who thinks there is a ghost.
There's a lot of noises, there's a lot of weird things just like going around in the house all the time.
I'm Ray Rossetti, and I'm the president of the Mill. The Mill is a social house on campus. We're all inclusive, which means anyone can join. You just have to come to 3 meetings. But the Mill is basically the arts alternative on campus. It's basically a place on campus where people can come and practice their art. So we have bands here all the time, practicing like on-campus bands. We have kids who come use the art studio, but it's also just like once you're a member, you can just come hang out here. So you can hang around people who are also in the Mill. And then we also host events every weekend. Usually we have concerts. We also have art galleries. We'll do spoken word nights, faculty lectures. Right now within the Mill, there are at least 6 bands of students comprised of like Mill members and their friends. 3rd floor, 3 rooms, the library, the study room, and like the record room, because WRTC, the radio station, donated like 3,000 records to us, so you can just go listen to records. On the 2nd floor, we have 2 lounges. One has like a projector and a white wall, so people watch a lot of TV in there, music videos, movies. We have movie nights. Last Friday, we watched Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. And then facility-wise, we have like the venue, which has a capacity of like 250, and we have like a stage and a soundboard and lights, that like stage lights, so that's cool for concerts. And then we have the 2 art galleries, which are normally empty and white, and then when we have galleries, we let the artists do whatever they want to the walls, and then after the gallery, we paint them white again. And we have like a bar room, which is literally just a room with a wooden bar. So people have heard that it's haunted. I am a firm believer that the Mill has 2 ghosts. Nobody's actually seen a ghost, but this ghost is what we call the house walker, and we really just think he is this ghost that walks around here and he doesn't harm anyone, he's not mean, he just walks around the house. And it is true that 2 people died in their sleep here, like an elderly couple, like in the 1800s, so could be them. Not sure. But we have had some seances. I once found a Ouija board left out on the front porch. I actually got a text the other day being like, hey, we're gonna have a seance at the Mill at blah 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 time, do you want to come? And then they're like, oh whoops, wrong person. I was like, you can't just text me saying you're gonna have a seance. So as I mentioned previously, I spend a lot of time here doing homework, and usually I do that alone. And whenever I'm in the house alone, I always think there's someone else in the house. It always sounds like someone's walking around, lights get turned on, lights turn off, I hear doors opening and closing, but then there's no one in the house. But I really think that there's a ghost that lives down there. And I'm not the only one. We have a Mill member whose mom is a medium, and she came in to see if there were ghosts here, and she only can perceive nice spirits, and she said she didn't perceive any nice spirits, but that doesn't mean there's not an evil spirit.
My mom she doesn't like the word medium, but she does like channeling with spirits and everything, just like channeling the metaphysical. And that's what she does for a living. I deal with everything with the house, so keeping it organized, keeping it clean, and just like the all-around vibes of the house, managing that. A lot of people say that the house is haunted. When I first came here, I heard from Ray that there's like a spirit on the 3rd floor that doesn't like women, and so like a lot of times when girls go up there, they're uncomfortable, and I haven't really experienced that. It's been definitely a lot of spirit activity, but I don't feel that like malevolent force that people talked about. The house is definitely haunted. Super old.
Hey, but yeah, the basement is definitely the most supernatural part of the house.
There's something down there that doesn't want us to go down there.
In the basement, it's just like a pretty spooky place. You definitely feel like it's dangerous down there. Not just because of the asbestos, but something's lurking.
Can't fall now. Good, it's open and the lights are on. Which is bad because I definitely turned the lights off last time I came down here. Lights don't work sometimes. So, down here, it's just this empty room. Got some fake gravestones. We have this nasty ass hole in the ground that sometimes will just start making noises. Over here we had what somebody tried to build into a room but never finished. Is the sketchy part. As you can see, there's some paintings on the wall. I like it, terrified to be down here already. Oh my god. Got the boiler. I don't know if we're safe down here. I think this must be like the ghost chair. Like, well, what is this? Like, what is all this stuff? And where did it come from? Because this wasn't always down here. This is from the first IDP reunion in 1992. So, like, stuff has been down here for years, and nobody ever comes to clean it out because nobody ever wants to come down here. I don't know what that was.
Trinity was once an all-men's school. We now have more female students than men. And the presence that I usually get from the house walker is that it's a man, and he doesn't like girls very much. And he doesn't like LGBTQ community members very much. And I think that that's the presence that's dissonating with the current presence at Trinity. My name is Madison Hummer. I'm a sophomore at Trinity College. I don't feel like, it's not that I don't feel safe, but I don't really feel welcome when I'm on the third floor. And that energy, that kind of, whether it's malevolent, whether it's just, you know, not that, you know, friendly with us as human beings, I don't think you should provoke it. It's kind of dangerous and messy to provoke, because once you start opening something like that up and you ask for these experiences to start happening to you and you ask for contact to be made, a lot of the times, you know, that's where your control sort of ends. I mean, once you bridge those two, whatever you want to call it, worlds, realities, then you lose, you know, all of your control of the situation, and honestly, anything can happen.
To get ready for a seance, you have to get in check with the energy of the house. Definitely spend some time preparing by opening up your minds to the supernatural.
Mm-hmm. Okay, everybody grab hands.
You're smiling at me. Stop smiling.
What am I doing? I didn't do it. Alright, everybody hold hands. Close your eyes. Spirit, if you're here, make yourself known.
This was my first time in a seance. I really got touched.
Got touched.
Let's look for this ghost. Did you hear that?
People still come. I mean, we have been boasting crowds of 200 to 300 people this year, which is like really good for the mill. When I joined, like people didn't, like no one even went to the mill. But I think that if people found out there was a ghost here and we had like a ghost night or something on like Halloween, like more people would come.
It definitely enhances the house. I don't really know too much of the history of the mill, but some stuff's going on here. It's gone through some changes. So having a ghost definitely helps. Helps with the legend of a place.
I've been running this place for 2.5 years, and every time I've been in this house alone, I've always just felt like creeped out. But I feel really comfortable here, and I'm not scared to be.